In every generation, one company rises like a giant, so tall, so powerful, so untouchable that the world believes it can never fall. And yet history teaches us a painful truth. The higher you rise, the harder the world pushes back. This is the story of a titan, a company that ruled presidents, controlled the corporate elite, and once held 50% of the world's smartphone market. A phone so addictive, so powerful, so revolutionary. People called it Blackberry. But today, it's just a memory, a ghost, a cautionary tale. This is the thrilling rise and tragic collapse of Blackberry. A story of innovation, ego, betrayal, arrogance, and the one decision that destroyed an empire. So sit tight, because what you're about to hear is how the king of smartphones died with its eyes open. The humble beginning. Two men, one vision. Early 1990s. In Canada, Mike Lazaridis, a brilliant engineer, spends his days building gadgets nobody understands. He's obsessed with wireless signals, pagers, and secure communication. Beside him is a man named Doug Fredgen, his childhood friend, his partner. Two men, one small office, one insane dream. What if we could send emails through the air? Everyone laughed. Investors rejected the idea. Tech experts said it was impossible. But once a wise man said, "The world always mocks you before it bows to you." Mike and Doug didn't stop. They built a small company called RIM, Research in Motion. At first, nobody cared. But then, in 1999, something happened that would change the world forever. The birth of the legend. The first Blackberry arrived. A small device. A tiny screen. A full QWERTY keyboard. And something the world had never seen before. Real-time wireless email. It was magic. Corporate executives were shocked. Governments panicked because this thing was too secure, too powerful, too fast. Suddenly, Blackberry wasn't just a phone. It became a symbol of power. If you had a Blackberry, you were important. If you didn't, you were nobody. CEOs used it. World leaders used it. Even the President of the United States used it. Blackberry became the oxygen of the corporate world. The golden age. These were the glory days. Blackberry owned 50% of the entire smartphone market. Its stock price touched the sky. RIM became more valuable than almost every tech company in the West. People were addicted, literally addicted, to that tiny keyboard. They typed while walking, while eating, while talking. Some typed even at funerals. That's why the world named it Blackberry. Money was flowing. Demand was insane. And the founders felt invincible. But somewhere deep inside this unstoppable machine, a small crack was forming. And nobody noticed. The warning they ignored. In June 29, 2007, a single moment that changed the history of technology. Steve Jobs walked onto a stage, holding a device that looked weak, fragile, and laughable to Blackberry executives. A phone with no keyboard. A phone made of glass. A phone that looked like a toy. Blackberry's leadership laughed. Who wants to type on a glass screen? This will never work in the corporate world. Email needs a keyboard. Their arrogance blinded them, because that toy was the iPhone. The beginning of the end. While Blackberry mocked Apple, the world slowly changed. People didn't just want to work on their phone. They wanted to listen to music, watch videos, use apps, play games, take pictures, to live their entire digital life in one device. Apple understood that. Blackberry didn't. Blackberry kept making the same phone, same keyboard, same design, same idea. They believed businesses would stay loyal. They believed keyboard phones would never die. They believed they were unstoppable. But as a wise man once said, when you stop evolving, you start dying. Panic mode. By 2010, Blackberry felt the heat. Android phones exploded in popularity. iPhone sales skyrocketed. Apps became the new gold. Blackberry's market share started collapsing. First slowly, then suddenly. Customers stopped buying. Stockholders panicked. Engineers quit. Inside Blackberry, chaos began. They rushed to create their own touchscreen phone. The Blackberry Storm. It was a disaster. Buggy, Slow. Unreliable. Users smashed it on the floor. Reviewers destroyed it online. The once mighty Blackberry looked like a joke. The final blow. In 2013, after years of delay, Blackberry released its last big hope, Blackberry 10, a system that was powerful and honestly way ahead of its time. But it was too late. Developers had already abandoned ship. There were no apps.
No ecosystem. No excitement.
And in the smartphone world, apps are oxygen. Without oxygen, you die. So, Blackberry died. Its stock collapsed. Its market share fell below 1%. Employees were fired. Factories were shut down. In just 6 years, the king of smartphones became a shadow. The fall, a slow, painful collapse. In 2016, Blackberry officially stopped making phones. The device that once ruled the world had been killed by its own pride. Today, Blackberry is a software and security company, still alive, but the soul of the brand, the phone, is gone. The wisdom and the lesson. The fall of Blackberry is not just a tech story. It's a lesson for every human being. Success makes you confident, but too much success makes you blind. When the world changes, you either adapt or disappear. Innovation is not a one-time victory. It is a daily discipline. Blackberry didn't lose to Apple. It didn't lose to Android. It lost to itself. Because when the world evolved, Blackberry refused to evolve with it. And that is how you lose a crown you thought you would wear forever. Blackberry wasn't just a phone. It was an era, a revolution, a king that ruled the world until it forgot the world was changing. So the next time you hold your smartphone, remember the titan that walked before it. A titan that taught us the greatest lesson in technology. If you don't disrupt yourself, someone else will. Like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling business stories.